Since Jaguar launched its first all-electric SUV, the I-PACE has picked up a total of 54 global awards. And that's no mean feat, especially given it's a credible rival to Tesla's Model X and Model S.
The I-PACE signals the start of a new movement, an all-electric crossover segment to help bring emission-free motoring to the masses. Okay, so Jaguar's offering, priced from just under £61,000, including the plug-in Cargaron, is not within everyone's reach, but it is a damn sight cheaper than its current closest rival, the Model X, which is over 30 grand more, and many other plug-in hybrid offerings with less than 30 miles range. So, what are the headline facts? It has two electric motors, one on each axle to provide four-wheel drive, combining to produce 395 brake horsepower and 512 pound-foot of torque. It has a top speed of 124 miles per hour and does 0 to 62 in 4.8 seconds. That's impressive. And the 90 kilowatt-hour battery is good for a claimed 292 miles on the WLTP cycle. That said, unless you're going to deprive yourself of aircon, stereo, or even really essential things like wipers or headlights, real driving range is probably more like 200 miles. Factors such as topography and traffic conditions also affect range. Recharging the batteries to 80% via a 7 kilowatt home wall box takes 10 hours, or 40 minutes from a 100 kilowatt DC rapid charger. However, these are few and far between. On the road, you're more likely to come across 50 kilowatt chargers, which will take 85 minutes to charge. So what's it like to drive? Well, for starters, as it's all electric, it delivers maximum torque from 0 RPM, and the I-PACE delivers almost the same torque as the F-Type SVR's supercharged V8. As soon as you lift off the accelerator pedal, it slows the car down, which then recharges the battery and maximises range. Once you get used to it, it's a very precise way of controlling speed and leads to a very different, almost single pedal way of driving. And because the batteries are located under the floor for a low centre of gravity and 50-50 weight distribution, it feels relatively dynamic when belting along totally smooth A roads. In fact, it will hang on pretty well when you push hard. Encounter a series of bumps mid-corner, however, and the car fidgets and lurches around, which is a consequence of weighing 2.1 tonnes. Putting it in dynamic mode helps to tighten up body control somewhat and adds welcome weight to the steering, but it won't absorb road imperfections as well as it does in comfort mode. Styling wise, we love it. Without the need for a traditional combustion engine, it's afforded a more compact front end design, and together with the coupe-like roofline, high belt line and short rear overhang, it's very handsome indeed. The cabin is similarly slick and modern. The 18-way heated and cooled leather sport seats fitted to our range-topping HSC test car look as good as they feel. There's also plenty of head and legroom, comfortably accommodating 5 adults. In fact, Jag claim it has the interior space of a Porsche Cayenne but the footprint of a Macan, while there's a 656 litres of boot space and a cheeky little 27 litre cubby in the front. Above the floating centre console is JLR's Touch Pro Duo, a 10-inch touchscreen for the infotainment system, which isn't the most intuitive nor responsive, and below it is a smaller 5-inch one that takes care of the air conditioning and some supplementary controls. In front of the driver is a 12.3-inch digital display, which can be personalised to each individual driver using their smart settings feature.
To sum up then, as Europe's first entry into the luxury EV SUV club, the I-PACE is a courageous project. With sports car performance, dynamic handling and 5-seat SUV practicality, plus a realistic 200 plus electric range, what is there not to like? With Jaguar Land Rover seeking to revamp its business amid falling demand for diesel and decline in the Chinese market, the I-PACE could be the game changer for the brand.